Welcome back to Data Analysis with Power BI. Today we'll be furthering on data visualization. The case study here we'll be considering today is that from our data that we have imported, we want to see the top 5 cities giving us the highest and lowest profit. Now, to do that, I earlier told us the different panes we have. You will go into the field pane and you will notice that all the columns we earlier discussed that are present in our data are here as we have imported it into Power. Now, the next thing we have to do is you come to your visuals. I advise always you start with a table. You click on the table. Now, you could drag this a bit to the center. Now, just like this. Then, the next thing is we said we want to see how much profit we are making per each city, and we want to see what are the top 5 cities and bottom 5 cities. So, firstly, we could select our cities. These are the various cities we have, and we select the profit as well that we are making from each of these cities. Then, an appropriate chart for a case scenario like this will be a bar chart. So we select a bar chart. Now we can see all the list of the cities we have and the profit they are giving us. Let it be noted that this is the sum of the profit, but we want to work with the average of the profit of each city. So now we go to the x-axis where you click on the arrow that points down and select average. Now, in this case, you might want to do something like finding the minimum, the maximum, a standard deviation, a variance, a mean, as the case may arise. But for this case study, we are doing an average. Now, we have the average profit per city here, but we want to see the top 5 cities alone, because with what we have here, these are not just our cities, they are enormous. So in this case, we just want to see the top 5 and the bottom 5. Now, how do we go about that? On the filter pane, which is just after visualization, you go into cities, since we want to select just the first top 5 cities. Then you will notice that the filter type here reads basic filter, which filters every city in the data set. But we want to consider just the top 5. So we select this option and you will see where this is an end top. Once you select an end top, the next option there says shows item. What is the number of item do you want me to show? That is the question it asks. So you write 5. Now it says by what value do you want us to sort this? You can simply drag in your average profit into by what value, or you can drag in profit from here, then sort it by average. Now the setting here says that sort my data set by the top 5 in terms of their average profit, and you apply filter. Once you do that, you can now see the top 5 cities. Quickly, we would want to do another one whereby we want to see the bottom 5 cities. You, you have a table chart, Control Z. In cases, if you have a case like that, that means you still have a visual selected. You have to click outside, then you select your table. Now, the next thing you do is that you would click on the cities, then profit, and select a bar chart. Now, this is sorting by the sum, which I want the average. Now, this is by the average, and I want to filter it by the cities of bottom 5. So you come to the filter pane and select filter type as top N. Then in the show item, I want it to show the bottom 5. I select bottom and I press 5. Now it asks by what value. I would say I want to sort it by profit, but not just the sum profit, but the average profit. Once I do this and I filter it, now it's showing me the bottom 5 cities. These bottom 5 cities, I could also note that it is from the top to, it is from the highest, from the lowest to the highest. But since we are sorting in a case that we want to see it from the least of least to the highest, now you would select this option that says this 3 dots that says more options, and you will say sort axis as ascending order. Now, what it's showing is showing me the various bottom cities by the way they are ranked in ascending order. We'll continue in subsequent videos in trying to consider some other case studies. Thank you very much and see you